Well, an ICE officer jumping into action, saving the life of a one-year-old child. The medical emergency taking place at New York's JFK International Airport this week. You can see the child's father frantically looking for help as his child was unresponsive and unable to breathe for nearly 2 minutes. After assessing the situation, that officer started performing the Heimlich maneuver and the child began breathing again. The one-year-old was also evaluated by EMS, and it was determined that child was okay to fly. This is actually the second instance where ICE officers have saved a child's life this year. The first happening in February after agents performed CPR on a 4-year-old boy who was unresponsive after falling into a hotel pool in Minnesota. And due to the quick action, that child regained consciousness. Great story. All right, well, a standoff over DHS funding. Congress leaving town as the stalemate takes a heavy toll on the travel industry, to say the least, right? The new head of DHS says that TSA officers could see paychecks as early as tomorrow. But until then, long lines and packed crowds are snarling our nation's top airports. NewsNation national correspondent Marcus Espinoza is at Newark Liberty International Airport. Marcus?
After missing their second full paycheck, TSA workers may now finally see some relief in their wallets. They may get paid as soon as Monday. President Trump signed an executive order on Friday to take action and pay thousands of TSA workers who have been without pay since late February, and they could reportedly begin to see those checks as soon as Monday morning. They've been working without pay since February 14th of this year, missing their second full paycheck this past Friday. As a result, many have begun calling out from work, putting increased strain on security checkpoints that have resulted in long lines that we've been seeing across the country.
My message, please get it together. You've got to be able to come together and work out a compromise. You know, you're on spring break, enjoying your spring break with your families. Many TSA officers are not able to do that. Many of the other people in the different agencies that are not getting paid can't do that.
Paying TSA workers on Monday is not the first proposed solution President Trump has to these backup and long lines. If you recall, last weekend, the president ordered ICE officers to aid TSA in securing airports around the country, though their presence seemed to do little to shorten those lines. Meanwhile, Maryland's governor says more ICE personnel are expected at the Baltimore airport starting this weekend. The TSA is actually encouraging flyers to not show up so early to their flight. About 90 minutes, they say, should be sufficient to get through security. They say people showing up early creates bottlenecks. In fact, some people are hiring line sitters to stand in place for them, some of them making up to $100 for doing so. Back to you.
All right, Newark Liberty International Airport, they're reporting for us. NewsNation national correspondent Marcus Espinoza there at that airport for us. My goodness. So people are hiring folks to stand in line for them and making up to $100. So if you're in need of a pretty penny, or if you want to spend a pretty penny so you don't have to wait in line, there you have it. All right, here with us now to talk more about what we need to be doing if we want to navigate these airports during this time of chaos. We've got former TSA agent and also the creator of Gate Access. It's a travel newsletter, Caleb Harmon-Marshall. Caleb, welcome back to NewsNation. Good to see you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so look, as a former TSA agent, what are you hearing from other workers? We've heard that hundreds have already quit. Could all of this, you know, even though they're about to get a paycheck hopefully tomorrow for the first time in 6 weeks, could all of this mess make more of them want to quit and change careers?
I just want to be clear. We are not out of the woods yet, and the traveling public should still be concerned about long wait times. I'm hearing from TSA officers all across the country that they are reviewing their time cards. We have to remember that the executive order just was signed by the president not too long ago. Payroll had to dive in and try to certify all of this back pay. So, you know, the TSA officers are currently reviewing their time cards, and they are missing significant hours on their time. So they're probably not going to get the pay that everyone thinks that they're getting. And we also have to be mindful that this is all back pay. They have bills that's already owed. So this money is possibly just going directly to pay back rent, mortgage, bills that they're delinquent on. So this is, yes, this is helpful in some regard, but this is not going to save the day.
All right. Well, and how much training did TSA agents go through? I mean, it's 4 to 6 months is what's being reported. So if these folks are quitting or, calling out to the max for a long time, what's the ripple effect? What's the trickle down?
Is really bad because they train for about 4 to 6 months, and it's very extensive. And you have TSOs or, people who were trying to become a TSA officer before this government shutdown happened. So now they are just waiting for everything to reopen so they could get back into their training. I think this whole ordeal is going to be horrible for TSA to try to get potential candidates to come back when it's time to do this job when the government is reopened.
Well, they deserve a pay raise as well. When all of this has been coming to light that they're making about 50 grand a year in a lot of places, it just seems criminal then to have to deal with all these cranky passengers. Although I will say I commute from North Carolina to New York every weekend, and people have been pretty cordial for the most part. And I always make sure to thank the TSA agents as well. Your brothers and sisters in duty are they're nice people. One of your tips, though, for folks who are having to go through the pain at the airport here is that we shouldn't always believe the wait times that are being displayed by TSA. What do you mean by that?
So what I mean by that is when TSA is coming up with their wait times, they usually start from the queue. What we have been seeing is these lines are spilling out way beyond the queue. They're spilling out all the way to baggage claim. At some airports, they're out the door.
Yep.
So every airport is not analyzing the wait time from outside of the door. They're analyzing it from the queue. So I want travelers to be mindful of that. And if they go to airport websites to see the wait times, just add some extra time to that. And yes, it is some truth to people getting to the airport too early and creating a bottleneck situation.
Yeah, when I was in LaGuardia last weekend, the TSA agent told me it was going to be 2 to 3 hours, and I thought I'm going to miss my flight. It ended up being about an hour and a half, hour and 45. But man, you also get sort of these glimmers of hope. You think, oh, there we are, but then it snakes around another part of the building or out a different door. So yeah, it's a really confusing thing to try to navigate, and especially during spring break, Easter travel season. Thank you so much for joining us. As we go, I thought this was really sweet. You have one more tip about possibly giving out these handwritten notes. Tell us more.
The TSA officers right now just want to feel like they are appreciated. So it goes a long way to just send, you can't write a note to every single one, but if you could write 2 notes and just pass it to one of the TSA officers for them to read it or just say thank you, that's going to go a long way. They just need to hear that the traveling public appreciates them being there during this time and that they're appreciated for keeping them safe.
Yeah, it's a very important job. We do need to make sure we thank them. Former TSA officer Caleb Harmon-Marshall, great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're a good advocate for TSA agents. All right, on to